Hello there, folks. Joe Wazoo here. Today I'm going to show you a quick video on how to configure the UNI6 card, universal input card for Crimson 3.2 as a sled with the new DA70 FlexEdge device. These rules also follow in Crimson 3.1 as well, with the same card used on a GRAC or the back of a graphite HMI. So in this case, you can see right now, let me see if I get my arrow tool to work. Down below here, you don't see any modules right now. So in Crimson 3.2, got to do something a little different. Click over here on device configuration, and you click on this modules right here. Click on modules, and this is where you can add up to 10 modules here. So in this case, I'm going to add this module into slot number 1 or module number 1 location. So I'll click this little pencil thing here. Brings up a listing. I hit the pull down. These are the cards that are currently available. I'm going to choose the UIN6 module and go ahead and click OK. Now you're going to see something interesting that happens. Crimson 3.2, you get this thing down here. And what it is you've made changes in Crimson that you basically got to tell it to reconfigure. So I'll click on this hardware, which takes me to this section here, and I'm going to commit these changes. When I get done with this, I'm going to have a new tab down here called modules. Let's watch. 1, 2, 3, boom, say yes. And now I've got modules here. So if I click on this modules, this module right here, notice I only got one. That's the one we just did. Notice there's 6 tabs because this has got 6 universal inputs. So if I wanted, for instance, input 1 to be a 4 to 20 milliamp signal, I'll hit the pull down here and I'll choose process 4 to 20 milliamps. I'll leave that alone. A lot of people will go in and make changes here. I like to teach that I leave this all alone, and this is very confusing, but it says 0.00 to 100.0. However, I want you to remember that this is in integer format. This is the number 10,000. So just remember 0 to 10,000 will span 4 to 20 milliamps. All right, so since I said that, I'm going to go over here to data tags on the left. I'm going to create a new integer tag right here. And I might call this one, I'll call it mod 1 underscore channel underscore 1, because that's the first channel. Notice it's blue, so I'm going to map that by hitting the pull down right here and go down to choose module 1. There's that module. I'm looking for the inputs, so I'm going to click the inputs, status, feedback, and I'm going to do PV1, process variable 1. I'll click the OK button. Notice it went green because now it's mapped to it. It's coming in, but I want this to show up on the display screen as a 4 to 20 milliamp number. So down here where it says do not scale, I'll hit the pull down here and I'll just choose scale to integer. Actually, let's do scale to floating point. We'll do scale to floating point. We know that the raw data coming in is 0 to 10,000. The 10,000 number I put here is in a roundabout way back here at modules. That's that number in integer. Even though they show it here as a 100.00, behind the scenes, it shows up as a 0 to 10,000 number. So that's the data from and to is there. And then I want to display this as a 4.00 to 20.00. So I will do a 4.00 here. And then down here, I'll do a 20.00 here. That's going to be the scaling of that thing. So it's going to show up as a 4 to 20 milliamp over that raw 0 to 10,000 number. And one more thing I always do here is I'll go to the Format tab, and under Format, I'll hit the Pick button right here. I'm going to declare this guy as a numeric type, and the reason that I'm picking this numeric is you'll see here in a second. I'll click OK. Once I declare that as a numeric, you can see here, team, it says 5 digits before and none after. I'm going to actually make this 2 digits before because 20 has 2 digits. And I'll put 2 after because I'm doing 4.00, that's the 2 after, to 20.00. And then up here, I might put in 4.00 here. And here I'll put in 20.00. That way, if I happen to use this tag in a data logger or something else, the Y scale will follow accordingly. So, and that's all I got to do. And then back here, of course, if I want to see it on the display page, go to data tags on the right side, grab this guy, drag it out here, and I'll make it a little bigger. Get my little shorter, boom, 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 and bold it. And that should now show up on the screen as a 4 to 20 milliamp as I do that input. Now, if you want to simulate this, the only thing you do there is you go to data tags and you go to the data tab and you can put down here simulate as 12.34, boom. Go back to display pages. Once I click, watch it gets updated. 1, 2, 3, boom. There you go. So that's all you got to do to set that up. Well, one more thing I was going to show you though, that I get calls on. How do you wire this thing? Well, on these modules, there is a wiring diagram on the side of them. When you look at the side, they pop out. You can look at the side of the unit. I've also clicked on here the product manual, which I've downloaded on this tab right here. And if I go to the product manual and go down to one of the pages, right here on page 4, it actually shows you right here the wiring for a 4 to 12 amp signal. So that's the wiring that you would do for that particular unit. And of course, right here, it gives you a kind of a pinout. So this is the layout here, and this, if I make this bigger, let's see if it shows up. So this is channel 1 right here. So pin 5 is your plus on there, and pin 0 or 1, was it labeled 1, is you're going to be ground. Notice here it's loop powered. So see how they got the power supply here? Negative goes in here, plus comes out of there, goes into that load of that thing, and then the positive comes out here and goes into here. So this is the negative side of your load, your sensor, whatever it is, and that would make it a loop powered unit. Anyway, that's just a quick demo team on how you can set up a 4 to 12 amp signal on the FlexEdge. Again, set it up as process 4 to 20 milliamp. Leave this alone. I never change this, and I do all that scaling at the tag level. 0 to 10,000 here equals 4.00 to 20.00. Hey, thanks a lot. Have a great day.